Welcome to the next video in the Home Depot Retail Media Plus On-Site Advertising Training 101 series, where we will talk through how to launch a sponsored products campaign. Next, we're going to walk through how to set up and launch a sponsored products campaign in PromoteIQ. There are several places that you can create a new campaign from your PromoteIQ dashboard. The first is going to be the top right-hand corner of your dashboard where it says New Campaign. The next will be at the top left of the left-hand side menu where it says New Campaign. And the third is going to be from the campaign screen where you can press Create New. If you have access to multiple brands, this is where you're going to have to be sure that you're logged in and creating a campaign for the correct brand within your PromoteIQ dashboard. We're going to select product placements, aka PLA ads, product listing ads, sponsored product ads, and then we're going to select next. In the configuration step, you'll set up a campaign parameters. Placement type will be defaulted to Home Depot PLA. Your vendor name should also be already filled in. You'll have to enter a campaign name. Things to consider when creating a campaign name are the category, time frame, inventory, as this campaign name will be reflected in your reporting. When you have multiple campaigns running at once, these campaign names can be used as description and are helpful to sort through your various results. The next field is going to be billing source. There are 4 different options to choose from for billing source, and this will indicate how the campaign will be billed. The most commonly used source of billing is cost of goods sold, or commonly referred to as COGS. This will deduct the spend of your campaign from your monthly statement as a vendor with Home Depot. The next option is going to be invoice. This means that the campaign will spend and be billed via an invoice. This will require an additional approval process from the Home Depot in the form of a smart form that can be submitted automatically. The next option is the second most common option, incremental contract. This is to be used if you have a contract with the Home Depot for retail media or general marketing funds. The last option is an internal billing source only to be used by the Home Depot team for private brands. As a pro tip, when you're setting up anything in PromoteIQ or scrolling around the site, try hovering over some words or fields, and we do our best to give you definitions when we can. You can see here we give a brief description of each billing source. The contract number field is going to be optional and is only to be used when you select incremental contracts as your billing source. Next, you'll set the campaign status. You can select paused if you're setting up a campaign to launch at a later date, but 99% of the time, you'll want to make sure this is set to active, even if you're setting up a campaign to start in the future. Next is going to be your budget interval. You can choose to have your budget refreshed daily, weekly, monthly, or you can choose a lifetime budget that does not repeat if you're promoting a short-term or limited time offering. Otherwise, you can select one of the other 3 options. You can even still set an end date for any recurring campaigns. You can also decide here how much you want to spend. This will vary greatly based on the category and your objections. In this example, we'll use $1,000. We'll talk more in our 201 session about optimizing campaigns, but for now, we can start with this. A pro tip for PLA campaigns is to run them for at least 6 weeks at a time. The next thing you'll want to do is select which pacing option you'd like. You'll want to select dynamic pacing if you want to ensure you don't spend through your budget too quickly over the time period selected for your campaign. Dynamic pacing automatically sets the budget to optimize to ideal spend during heightened traffic periods while spending evenly across the entire campaign lifetime or life cycle. ASAP pacing tries to spend through the budget as quickly as possible and can be a good option for time-sensitive promotions, the holiday season, etc. For this example, we're going to use dynamic pacing. Now, once you've entered all of your campaign parameters, hit Next to continue to the content portion of campaign setup. The content section is where you'll select the products you'd like to include in your campaign and set their bids accordingly. What you'll see on this page is a live feed of eligible products or SKUs. This product feed is updated on a daily basis to reflect current available inventory, and we get this information directly from the Home Depot. You can think of the content section as kind of like an Apple Watch for what is live on site with the HomeDepot.com. We just mirror that and reflect it in here. You'll select products by scrolling through the list of SKUs. You can use a search bar as well. You can also filter by category, by what's on sale or in stock, and by price. Next, you're going to input a bid for each item. And you can also use the Apply Bid to Selected Products button up here as well. This will apply a bid to every product that you have checked in your list. When you're choosing a bid, keep in mind the minimum bid requirement. You'll want to ensure your bid is at or above the minimum bid to enable your products to be shown on site. I also encourage you to look at the suggested bid range. This is pulled from the highest and lowest winning bid on the platform in the past 24 hours. While this may not reflect your specific category or product, it's an important consideration to ensure you're not bidding too high or too low in comparison to other advertisers. The final consideration for selecting bids is the product sale price. A good rule of thumb is that you don't want to bid more than 50% of the price of the item. So in this case, because the selected items are priced well above the suggested bid range, we'll want to make sure that our bid is going to fall somewhere on the low end of this range. The Promote IQ system works on a second price auction model. You can think of this like the Price is Right. To win the auction, your bid only needs to be 1 penny higher than your competitor to win. But what the system will do to automatically optimize your bid is they will only have you pay 1 penny higher than the next closest bidder. So in this example, if you bid $1 and the next closest competitor bids 75 cents, you'll only pay 76 cents, and that is what will be reflected as your cost per click in your dashboard and in reporting. We'll cover more about how the auction works and how to optimize your campaign performance in our Level 201 training course. Once you've selected all of your products and input your bids, you can double check your selections by clicking Unhide Selections or View Selected. If you have a large number of products to promote, you also have the option to use the bulk product feed. To use this option, you'll just follow the on-screen instructions. Step 1 would be to download your product catalog using this download button. Step 2 would be to add bids for the products you'd like to promote directly into the downloaded Excel file. And then step 3 would be to use this upload button and upload the catalog file. Please remember, if you do use this option, do not delete columns or alter the Excel file. Otherwise, that file will not be compatible with the Promote IQ platform when you try to upload it. Now that we've double-checked our product selection and bids, click Next to go to the last step, which is selecting your targets and launching your campaign. In the last step of Sponsored Products campaign setup, you will also be able to see all available target criteria for your campaign. Targeting is based on a 1-to-1 taxonomy match based on the products that you selected, meaning the available targets will reflect the applicable categories in which the products you selected in the previous step appear. So because we selected products categorized as sports and outdoor and board and wheel sports, those are the categories available in this step. The default option is to select all available targets to maximize visibility across categories on site. Sports and outdoors is going to be the main category page. Cycling gear, board and wheel sports, and bike parts and accessories are going to be subcategories. The homepage is going to be the broadest categories of all. All suppliers are eligible to advertise on the homepage. If you're not ready to launch your campaign, you can click Save at this step in the top right-hand corner. This will send your campaign into a draft state. Otherwise, when you're ready to launch, click the Launch button in the bottom right-hand corner and your campaign will be live within the hour. That concludes our sponsored products campaign setup process. Be sure to check out the rest of our 101 education series to learn more about other topics related to on-site advertising. If you have any questions, please contact us at homedepot@promoteiq.com.